Stacy. If somebody could say hi when they jump on so I can know you're there. Hey, Meg. And know I can see the comments. That would be fabulous. I know it's been a bit since I've been live with you guys. Hey. Hey, Meg. I'm super happy to be back. Still pretty tired, but hanging in there. Hi, Heather. Hi, Kimberly. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen any kind of advertisement or if you've been to a show yet, but this is our Thought Spot die, and it makes the cutest little notebook to hold. It's the spot to hold all your thoughts. So we're going to create that together. It takes about 5 minutes to put it together if you have all the stuff already cut out, and I do. It's right here. But inside this die, hi B, inside this die set, we have 2 additional pieces. This one and this one that also make the, hi Renska, hi Heather, that also make an ATC card, which we're also going to make right here is already pre-cut. So I thought nothing would be easier than to use the cute little Be Nice set from the release this month, because these little bees are pretty quick and easy to color up. And so I thought, hey, I'll use the bees, we'll make both of them. So I already cut my little bees out. I used the die set that you can get online. You loved making it Saturday at the booth. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, it's super fun and super easy to make. I don't actually think I have a note. I don't have any Post-it notes to put in it because all of that inside guts is at Jamie's house. But you'll get the idea, and you'll know what I mean as we get it done. So anyway, when you make this, I wanted to show you the pieces. When you buy this die, it comes with this piece right here that cuts out the main part of the project. Let me move this aside. It cuts out this die right here and does all of the scoring for you. And then this one is the accent paper that you can put that decorates right here perfectly in there. And then if you want to layer again, we gave you this one as well, which I then cut my pattern paper with, and it fits on top perfectly. And then there are this die right here cuts, I have it right here, cuts this little fastener that I'm going to show you how to use, and we're going to fasten it with the fantastic fasteners from that we have in the shop. And then in addition to that, I also supplied a few extra dies. So these, you could put titles or, wishes or whatever. Oh, I'm sorry, Renska. But wait, there's more. So these dies will actually do labeling, and you can use them on other projects, but for sure they work on this one. And then this die right here, this one, is ATC size. So it's the exact size of the ATCs, and we just started up the swap this month. You can also use it to decorate here as well. And then there's an additional die that fits mats right inside that. So if you wanted to do your, hi Michelle, if you wanted to do an ATC with matting, you could use this die as well. But again, it would also work on the Thought Spot. So it's kind of a dual purpose, gives you a lot of different ideas and different things you can make with it. And so I kind of embedded a few things all in one inside the Thought Spot. But tonight we're going to put them together. I don't think it'll take us too awful long. I've already chosen the stamps and the colors. I went ahead and cut them out to make it easier. My phone's been wonky all day. I know. I really am trying. I'm sorry. Honey, do you want to try to plug in the microphone? I don't know that that will make much of a difference, but we could. Oops. Earthquake. Alright, so I do have a microphone. You guys tell me I'm about to unplug and plug that in, so give me just 1 second. Okay. Is that better? Is that more helpful to have that? I mean, I know it doesn't help with freezing at all, but maybe, just maybe, it will help with some of the stuff. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get started on this. I'm going to put 1B on the ATC and 1B on the thought spot. So we're going to go ahead and place them on here so we can color them up. I went ahead and die cut them ahead of time, so I'm just using this little sticky mat from Dollar Tree so we can color and it won't move around on us and we can get it all done. The voice is clear with the mic. Oh, good. Okay, well, I'm going to try to remember to use that every single time. All right, let me set this aside and we'll go ahead and color first. So I'm going to zoom in. Hi, Tammy. And these little bees, oh my gosh, they're so stinking cute. So I've already picked my colors. So for the first steps, I'm going to do the bees in yellow and black, of course. So I have Y19, hi Michelle, Y15 and Y11. I should have put them in the right way. Sorry about that. Then I have C8, C7, C6, and C4. And we're going to color the bees with those two colors. And then we'll go into the other accents of the bees in a little bit. I'm going to do the yellow first. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I haven't taken them off since you gave them to me. So when I do this, I like for this little bee, and this is entirely up to you, but I like for my little bee, since his head is black, I want my little bee to have yellow starting right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of the shadow in here. Oh good, I'm glad the mic helps. And then I'm going to put some around the back, a little bit under his arm. And then I'm going to skip one so he can be a bumblebee. Because, you know, the artist kind of drew him that way already. And then skip again, and then this last one will be yellow as well. So he'll be every other one. Hi, man. Honey, can you make sure that's not sitting against the table because it's shaking a lot? So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and color him at the same time. What? Oh, you moved it? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about the slight earthquake there. Trying to fix the camera so it doesn't shake. So we're going to do this little part, and then he actually has like a little black part that you can't see. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one yellow as well. And then that way I can make his little bullseye yellow, which I think is super duper cute. I don't know what happened to my stamp set. I was going to show it to you, but so I'm going to do his little bullseye. I like to call it the bullseye. It's where his stinger is. And there we go. Hello, Cheryl. Hey, Mom. Look, everybody's here tonight. Thank you so much for coming. I'm sorry if it's acting up a little bit by freezing, but remember, I'll upload it to YouTube as well, so you can see it there. So I'm just kind of extending out from where I put that darkest shade. And my bestie's here, so if you have any questions, she can help me answer. So, hi Deanna. So I wanted to let you guys know that we are, yes, currently back for this week, but this will only be back this week. Next week we leave again for probably 2 weeks. again. I'm going to try to see if maybe some of our DT might want to do a few lives just to keep you guys entertained. Otherwise, you can catch up on any of the YouTube ones, do a little practice, and we'll be back. Hi, Nan and Karen. Thank you for joining me. I'm coloring these cute little bees, and if you want to stick around, we're going to make a thought spot and an ATC card. So we're going to do all of that tonight, and I promise it's not going to be a really long live because I think I can do these pretty quick. So this is my last color, and I'm starting to blend these together. I like to use this Y11 because it's so bright that I think it really gives that pop that I like. And I'm trying to make sure I stay in the screen and still have it small enough that you guys can see, or close enough you guys can see. It looks like he has a little bit of shiny on his hiney. You're just going to hide in my suitcase? There you go. Exactly, Jamie. And I've been practicing my coloring too. But I can't show you guys because it's for a future release. So I'm so sorry, but I can't. So C8 is next, and this is where we're going to start putting in the darkest shades. So I'm going to put some up on his head over here on the back side, and a little bit up here where the flower is. But this is super dark, so I don't want to put too awful much of this in there. I just want it to be in there for a little bit. Here we go. I'm trying to keep it so you guys can see it, but I also have to hold the marker upright because it's a tiny image and I want to make sure I don't go too much outside the lines. So this little guy is going to get a little bit on his head as well, and maybe up under his chin, or her, whichever way you want to look at it. They could be either one. And we could put little bows on their heads. You love that little bead butt. It's so cute. Deanna, did you get your stuff? I know we shipped it out. I hadn't heard from you. Here we go. I also might put a little bit of blush on his little cheeks because he's just so cute. I might have to pull out some pink for that. Did you tell them what we announced at the retreat? I did not. I did not. I did not. I haven't done anything. Hi, Chris. How many things did we announce at the retreat? I don't know which specific one you're talking about. Does it start with a P? All right, so I hope, even though, okay, Sandy, spill the beans. Okay, I'll spill the beans. I don't want to be the bearer of sad news, but I will tell you anyway. So, and I know Jamie can explain this better. I should just invite her on the live. So, the Sweet Sentiment paper, as you know it, is going to change. But it's going to be for the good. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, don't be sad. Don't be sad, because it's going to be better. Because we always do things better, not more, not less. So it's not, we can no longer get the paper that we have. The company is no longer in business, and they won't release the formulas. And so there's going to be other papers, I'm sure, that are going to have to change too on the market. But they sold out, and now We can't get our paper anymore. So temporarily, we are a little bit out of stock. But Jamie is working her hiney off to come up with Sweet Sentiment Paper 2.0. And we've been testing and working diligently to get you guys even better than what we already had. So, trying to listen to all of the things that you guys have requested, all of the things that we've heard, such as the color and all that good stuff. No more geology grade mica for paper at all. At all. No more sparkle in the paper for anyone. Anywhere. They own that, and they're not letting go. So, but we are looking into a few other things that will make it better, even though it doesn't have the same sparkle. But some of the qualities will be better and more helpful. So I jumped from C6 to C4, and this one is really washing out the color. So I think I'm going to, yeah, it does. We were heartbroken at first, but then we rose above and decided that we would work really hard, more paper research, more, of course, Jamie's the paper guru anyway, so she has been doing a bit more research and really working hard to come up with the best quality of paper for you guys. And we're testing it over and over and over again to make sure the transition will be smooth and won't be rough. So we will get there. Just be patient with us. So I am currently coloring on our Sweet Sentiment paper because I have a little bit left. But that won't last forever. So we're hoping we'll have the new paper by the time I run out. Or at least I am anyway. So I left a little spot on their face to use this lightest color because I want you to be able to see their cute little faces, and you can't really see them if you wash them out or make them too dark. So I went to 5 and this is 4 to kind of wash out some of that so you can really see their face. Now because this one pushes the ink around so much, I may have to go back in with the other color one more time just to get a smooth transition there. Guess I'm saving what I have for special people. Yeah, I know. But at least you know now and not when you're out of paper. At least you know what's going on. I mean, we don't want to... We found out a little while ago we still had paper, so we were working on it. And you're going to love the new stuff. We're not going to put it out if it's not really awesome stuff. So don't worry about that. I'm putting a little bit of color on their cheeks. And then, of course, I will have to go over that with the gray again because it's kind of washing it out a little bit. I don't want it to be really obvious. I just want a teeny bit of blush on their little cheeks because they're so cute. There we go. So they're pretty simple and easy to color. We just did 2. Hi, Marisol. But I'm going to switch now to doing their wings before I move on to the rest of the stuff that's on there. Oh, I missed that bee. I need to do that bee in yellow. Okay, hold on. Here's my Y19 again. Whenever you have, and we want you to be excited. It's going to be really neat paper, I promise. Please don't fret. It will all be good. Everything will work out. I know you guys trust us, and you know we're not going to steer you wrong. If we didn't think we could make it better, we wouldn't. But we know we can. We know you'll be happy. Okay, so I'm going to start with C2. and just put a little bit of shadowing in those wings. And I'm trying to decide how I think this little wing is way back here and right here and a little bit right there. And then this little wing we can see a whole bunch of. So I want the underside of his wing to have some gray in it. When is it going to be in the shop? Do we have a date? No, we don't have a date just yet, but I promise it won't be a really long time because we've already been working on it. Jamie's been working on it for weeks and weeks, and we played with some paper while I was up there, and you know, like we play with it and then we send it back and we say we want you to change this and that, and you know, then we have to wait for them to do it and then send it back to us, and then we have to test it all over again. And so I mean, it's a lengthy process, but Jamie says mid to late summer. I'm hoping a little bit sooner than that, but we'll see. It just depends. But we have somebody really great working with us on trying to get that out as quick as possible. So this is BG000 because I like to put a little bit of blue in their wings. I don't really know what my reasoning is behind that, except that I really like to do it. So so you can do that, or you can stick with just grays. And then the colorless blender to kind of blend it out is what I use. So I'm going to use that for this one. It kind of gives it a little bit of blue and a little bit of gray, and I kind of like that. So looks like my pad might be losing a little stick. I know there's no one making that. Well, the company that was making it, Michelle, the company that was making the mica, they sold out the business, but they won't give out the recipe. They won't allow anyone to use the recipe for the mica in the paper, so no one can use it. They just kind of cut us all off, which was not very nice. Okay, I'm going to need the white gel pen later, but I don't need it now. So now for the little details that we're going to do, I have chosen a few colors. So we're going to do the flower in RV 69, 66, and 55. We're going to do the center of the flower in E18, YR27, and YR24. And then the little stem is going to be in YG17 and YG23. And I hope you get some sleep. I'll tell you guys, I think I slept the majority of yesterday. Like just all day. I got up, I went to an appointment, I came back, I went to bed, I slept half the day, I got up. Later in the evening I said, oh, I've got to nap again, so I napped again. Yeah, it was a little, and then I slept all night last night, so evidently I really needed it. So I'm putting just some of this E18 in the center of that flower, which by the way I'm going to make a pinkish color because I think it'll really pop on the project. Yeah, you do have a kid at home, and I do not. That is true. I only have a dog at home and a hubby, who by the way has been napping with me. So he said he doesn't sleep well when I'm not home, so he's pretty tired too. This is stupid. I mean, if they're out of business, not going to use one, okay, they sell them. I know. Believe me, there have been a lot of people trying, but they won't do it. I don't know what happened. I don't know the details. All I know is that we have searched. We have had people search every store that ever sold any of that mica or might have had it that could produce our paper. I mean, we went and found anybody who could do any of that with the last little bit on the market and got everything that we could, and there just isn't much out there. It's been a few months of working through all of this. It's heartbreaking for me. Yes, it's definitely heartbreaking for Jamie because this was her baby. But we've learned a lot. We know now that we need to own our recipe. So yeah, learning a lot. Okay, so that was YG17. And then I'm going to go to YG23 for the rest of that stem. It's not much. It's very tiny. There we go. And I'm going to cut that little white piece out because it's driving me crazy. Yeah, it's been rough. Okay, so now we're going to start with RV69 and we're going to color this flower. I'm going to start with this little one first. And we're almost done with these, and then we can start putting together the projects, which won't take long since I've already cut all the pieces, but I will explain it as I go through it so you guys will know how it all works. Yeah, this paper is awesome, but then 2.0 is going to be just as awesome, if not more awesome. You guys are going to be so happy. Yeah, super sad. It was super sad for Jamie because that was kind of her baby, kind of her thing. And we love this paper, so we're not going to stop until we get something better. We have a really nice lady working with us at a paper place, so a lot of what people wanted incorporated into the true that, Jamie. Hi, Terry. We did. Okay, RV66 is next. So I think I'm going to work on this one up here since I already have my paper turned. With my hand sticking to the mat, which is okay. A little bit on the challenging side, but I'll be all right. Yeah. Aw, thanks so much. We are banding together stronger than ever. So, you know, you'll have us around for a long time. We have a lot of goodies going on, a lot of things, a lot of plans, lots and lots of plans, lots and lots of travel. So if you're in any of the locations, come out and see us. We love meeting everybody. It's so much fun. Good vibes. Yeah, a few little prayers that it all comes together sooner rather than later. That would be fabulous. It's kind of hard working on the paper situation in between the travel. But we can do it. Oh, look at that flower, came up really cute. Yay! We're so glad. Hi, Tiffany. All right, so this RV55 is a lot lighter, so it's going to brighten up those flowers a little bit, those petals. But it's super cute. It's almost a purple. It's really cute. Oh, look at that little flower. So what I like to do when I'm gonna put this with the bee is I like to color in. I like to play with the sentiments. So for sure I want to put a little bit of this bee in B000 in his wings, or BG. It's actually BG000. I like to put that in his wings. And then I'm going to use the Colorless blender to kind of mix that out. It's sort of too small for me to put the gray and the blue, so I'm just going to put a little bit of the blue in there, the blue-green. And then I'm going to color in the word beeswax. I like to put a little color in my sentiments, but that's just me. So I'm going to color just the bottom part of the letters. It'll look funny at first, but once we get the other colors in there, it's going to look really cool. So don't be afraid to decorate your sentiments as well when you're coloring these up, because you can really do a lot to change the way that it looks. And then the last one was RV 55. We also have a few new things in the shop that I don't know if they've gotten all of the love mentioned on them, but we have a glue holder. We have a mixed media stand. We have the sweet squeezers in the shop now. That's the little squeezer thingy that helps you when you're trying to refill your markers. So they're in the shop now. Look at how cool that looks with just a little bit of color mixed in there. I think that's super cool. So what I'm going to do is take my little guys off of here because we're finished coloring them now. And now we're going to make our projects. So those who have been waiting to see how these dies go together, now is the time to be watching. Okay, this is going to drive me crazy, so I'm going to need to cut this out. I'm going to need to cut this little white spot out because it's going to make me crazy if I don't. So give me just 1 second. It won't take long. I just love these bees. I mean, they are so much fun to color. There we go. Get that out of there. There. So much better. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's do our thought spot first. Okay, so we're going to go through the steps real quick. This is the die. Let me zoom out so you guys can see a little bit more. You guys can see almost my whole desk. Almost. Okay, so I die cut this piece. This is the base. This is what we're going to work with first. And then I also cut 2 of the same, and I cut them at the same time. So I just layered the paper up, double layered the paper, and cut 2 of them at the same time. And I cut 2 of this one at the same time. So those are those dies. And then I cut 1 of these. This is going to be our attachment. And then we're going to use a fantastic fastener to attach that. So here we go. And we're going to actually use our espresso, and just FYI, the glue holder holds the glue really good. That was not the final product. That was the one before the revision. You know how I always have stuff on my desk that isn't the final part. So there's 3 score lines you can see. There's 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So we're just going to work with the first and the last score line. And we're using our espresso to burnish the edges. Yes. So there we go. Okay. We did, and yes, at the retreat, and we cut it, all the pieces. I taught you how to cut all the pieces. But now you don't have to cut them anymore. Now you can just use the die and whip it out really fast. No more learning measurements or anything. I'm giving you all the dies, so you don't have to measure anything. Then we're going to put glue. Oh, I haven't used my glue in a while because I've been traveling. It's like, what? Oh, there we go. Can you leave the glue in the glue holder all the time or just when you use it? I leave it in there all the time, but I put the pin in it because if you leave it in there for a long time without the pin, it will drip into the bottom, which is, it's not a bad thing, but it's not a great thing either. I don't like my stuff to be messy like that. So I took this one and I put it on the shorter side. So there's a short side and a long side, and I wanted you to be able to see that. There's a shorter side and a long side. This little tab that we make has 2 score lines. So you fold them all towards the inside, so it looks like this. Yeah, but it's not the current version of what it looks like. This was the one before. It's changed a little bit. It's shorter and it works even better with this glue bottle, but it sits better and more flush on there. So the new one is better than this one, but I just keep my glue in there on my desk all the time, so I always have it handy. And since I have the 2 ounce and the 4 ounce I have the 2 ounce and the 4 ounce bottle. I always have my 2 ounce bottle sitting in this. But I haven't gotten the new one just yet. But I will show that when I get the new one. So we're going to apply glue to the inside where we folded this. And then we're going to flip it over. And we're going to attach it to this long side on the back, about halfway up. You can kind of eyeball it, doesn't have to be perfect, but if you wanted to know, it's at the middle point is 3.75. I mean 2.75 is the middle of this. So once you have that on there, then you're going to apply this one on top of that, leaving a 1/4 inch border on 3 sides. This will have a longer strip, and that is correct. Hi, Keena. So I'm going to put this over here. This comes together so easy, and this is such a cute little project that you could give to like teachers or friends or just about anybody. It's super cute. I'm doing mine in the bee colors because we colored the little bees. So I'm just using my espresso to press down, spread the glue. Sometimes the glue will allow you to move it just a little bit, so if you want, you can do it on this side. And then we're going to place the pattern paper that I chose right on top of those. So we're just going to glue that pattern paper, and it fits perfectly in each one of them. I wish I had a sticky note pad, but I don't think that I do. I just don't have one on me. I put them all in the kits and they went out of my house already. Gotta get more. Gotta. So I used honeycombs because it will go with the bees. I thought it would be super cute. When you have the die, you can make any color, any design. You can make them for Christmas. You can make them for birthdays. You can put people's names on them. Whatever you want to do. This pattern paper, I believe, is from Honeybee. Honeybee stamps. They have a whole paper pad full of bee papers. Of course, you know, honeybee, bee papers. That's where I get most of my bee papers, from Honeybee stamps. Okay, so we have this part ready, and here's the tricky part. And it's not hard, but it is tricky. So you hold it like this, and you press these 2 sides in, and when you squeeze them together, the middle one pops out. Just like that. You need these 2 in and this one out. So it's pretty simple. Use your espresso to burnish those edges really good, so that it looks like this. When you open it up, you have this little shelf here. And the ones that are facing the tab, you're going to apply glue right here and right here only. Honeydews. Hi, Christina. And then we're going to press that down so it will seal. And it takes a second. I put quite a bit of glue on there. I didn't really need that much, but so we're just going to rub it just a little bit. I know everybody keeps saying that. I don't know why. And then this part will just push back, and that's what makes the holder for your pen. And then when you open up, you just put your sticky pad in here. And right now, only ones I have on my desk, I'm sorry, they're not the right size, but the ones that I have on my desk, and they have notes on them. I'm a sticky note user, I can tell you that. So you just take off the back of your sticky note pad and you apply it inside here. So normally you would use the longer one, and you can certainly get the longer one from like Dollar Tree. It's pretty easy and cheap to get. And then when you close this up, you're going to take your, from my friend Sandy, but I'm getting my stencil. So I can make my own bee paper. That is right, Michelle. That is right. So you're going to take, put your Fantastic Fastener together. There's a soft side and a rough side. You're going to put the soft side on the tab like this. And then you're going to peel the plastic off, leaving the two pieces stuck together. And then you're going to fold it over like this, and you're going to press it down. So now it's all lined up exactly where it needs to be, and then you can open it up and you have your little sticky note pad. I didn't stick mine in there, but I should, because I'll probably use it on my desk anyway. Just center it in there. There we go. Now when I open it up, it won't fall out. And then we're going to decorate it, which I thought would be super cute to use this one, because this is my thought spot. I thought, what's more perfect than to use the sentiment, mind your own beeswax. Like, don't be looking at my notepad. as do your own beeswax. You didn't put any of those in your order. We use a ribbon. Oh, that's a better way to close. Yeah, it's great. It works perfectly. It holds it together. And then I think I'm going to put this bee on there. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Okay, so now we're going to put this bee that we colored today, because I love these little bees, and this one's going to be on my desk, so there you go. I'm going to put this little bee right here. I'm going to open it up because my sticky note pad is shorter. But when this one is empty, then I can refill it with another sticky note, so I can always use it over and over again, which I super love that idea. And then, oops, that was my microphone. I hope I didn't kill y'all with that. Let me attach you a little bit over here so I can get my dots, because we know we gotta have dots, right? We gotta have some dots on there. So I need to see if I can find some pinky purple dots. Ooh, these little ones would be great, but I really want them bigger than that. So let me see what I got here. That one's kind of cute. What about the tan cardstock? Well, if we're bringing a new paper, we'll probably have a new version of that as well. Ooh, that one's better, I think. Ooh, or we could do this one. I I think I like this one, so I think I'm going to go with this one. Let's just go with this one. Berry Preserves. We had a bunch of these dots in stock, and man, they were buying us out. Oh, I think I like that one better with the sparklies in it. We will definitely have a craft card stock as well when we get our new line. Oh, look, you could even use the sparkly one. But I'm going to use these because I think they're super cute. So I think I'm going to put the large one up here. And then I'm going to put a medium one. And then I'm going to put a little one. And my suggestion would be to always put on the put on this little tab before you put on anything else, because you don't want to put it over where it needs to be. So down here I'm just going to put 2, I think, so that I can keep this with an odd number. There we go. So now, isn't that just the cutest thing ever? Oh my goodness. I might as well keep these out because I'm going to use them for this one too. So this is what the Thought Spot die makes. And then it also has the dies for the ATC. So I cut this pattern paper right here. It has like some hexagons and the little honeybee thing. And then what I'm going to do is stamp with my Memento ink, one of the sentiments from this set. It says, "Home is where your honey is." And the ATC swap this time is Tiny Treasures. So to me, the little bees are like tiny treasures. So I thought, and then on top of that, "Home is where your honey is" also a treasure. So I thought, oh, perfect. It kind of catches both in one shot. So this is the smaller die that comes in the die set. And then you can just put, look, this paper has bees on the back too. So you won't have to work so hard on your ATCs. What the hell is a tiny treasure? I can't send everyone a picture of my husband. Right? You could. You know, you really could. But I'm not sure everyone would find that as their tiny treasure. But you can do what you want. But the good part is that people ask a lot, what size is the ATCs? And this will help you because you'll already have a die. And then we have this little honeybee. Hi, Kathy. So we have this little precious honeybee who looks like she's resting, like Jamie probably is right now. Let me put this little honeybee here. So cute. And then we can put these little gemstones on here, and I think I'm going to use all small ones because we don't need a whole bunch of them. We just need a couple. I'll probably just put 3 on here. But look at that. I made 3 things out of, I made 2 different projects out of this little honeybee set. And so look at that. This is the, I should put a pen in there. I don't know that I have one on my desk that would fit in there because I only have Copic markers on my desk. Yeah, I don't really, but I have a pencil so I can show you what it does. But it fits in there like that. It's one of those pens that you get in the store. And then you open it up and you have your sticky note. And then it also cuts the ATCs. So we have this ATC. It says "Home is where your honey is." Isn't that cute? That's how simple and easy it is to make your ATCs too. So there's 2 projects completed with 1 die. That's this die set called the Thought Spot. And I used the Be Nice bees from the new release this month, and Be Nice or Buzz Off. And then there's dies you can get to cut them out as well. And that's what I got for you. I hope you guys liked that. I hope everybody knows now about the thought spot. I know I posted it when I was talking about the ATCs, and I was like, oh, I better tell everybody about that because they're not going to know what that means. But yeah, so this is the thought spot. And this is what we're doing if you're going to an expo show. This is the make and take at the booth. So you can learn how to make it and play with it at the booth. But there we go. Wasn't that fun? And now we get to do something else tomorrow night. So we did ATCs and Thought Spot tonight. I still have 2 other ideas of things that I want to do this week. So we will get busy doing those on Wednesday at 9:30 and Thursday at 9:30 Central Time. And then we may have to go on a hiatus again next week because we're traveling to Michigan, and then immediately after that we're going to Florida. So lots of busy travel next week and the week after, but for this week, let's enjoy each other and the company. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I will see you guys here again tomorrow night for some more fun at 9:30 Central, and I'll post this in case you missed some of it on YouTube tonight as soon as I end the live. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys later. Good night.